Hey everybody, it's Weaver again, and I know that I very rarely use this channel for trans politics or trans news, but I feel like this is something that kind of needs to be brought up. Now, I'm pretty sure that at least some of you have heard about this, but for those of you who haven't, there is a SiriusXM broadcast called The Lex and Terry Show, and very recently they actually came out in support of murdering trans people in what is known as a gay panic. Now, the gay panic is actually, it's a defense that's been used in court, and it's essentially, I didn't know that he was gay, or I didn't know she was trans, and then when I found out, I panicked and naturally got violent. And this operates under the assumption that people have no control over themselves when any kind of stress is applied. Now, I want this to be known, this is 2013, this is the year 2013, and we still believe that it is perfectly acceptable for a person to fly off the handle because they were surprised. Now, if someone didn't know that I was trans and we had sex and then I told them, like, first of all, I'm pretty sure that I would feel pretty low about myself, but the reality is that if they murdered me, that's not justified by me not telling them. I've made my trans disclosure video, so if you guys want to watch that, that's a ways back. Keep in mind, I think I was high on pixie sticks that day, but the point is that I feel like this is something where it's like they're justifying this reaction, and it's not a reaction that's justifiable. It's this monstrous reaction. But during this show, they were talking about a victim who was lured into a house, and her name was Coco McDonald, and apparently she was lured into a house and shot twice. And I assume that's who they were talking about. But what they said was, there's a teen that shot a tranny after finding out that it was a man after they had a little sexual encounter. And then a couple of moments later, I actually listened to the clip. It's one of the co-hosts said, "I don't blame him. I would have shot his ass too." Now, this is, first of all, this is bandwagon mentality, and anybody who subscribes to bandwagon mentality should be utterly ashamed of themselves and should, like, I'm sorry, but sterility should be in place here because that's disgusting. Bandwagon mentality is essentially when you go, yeah, that's the right reaction because someone else did it. And it's like, just because someone else did it doesn't make it okay. I'm sorry, but that's disgusting. This is shallow and low, and this is morally bankrupt. And the reality is that you can't be held responsible for your emotional reaction, but you can, very much so, be held responsible for your physical reaction. I can be pissed at these guys all I want, but the reality is that I'm not about to go out and murder them, unlike what apparently they would do to me. The worst part is that I've seen similar things in action. Now, I go on Reddit a lot. And normally Reddit is very open-minded, and it's a very welcoming place, but I've noticed that it's a microcosm of the United States and of Great Britain and of Australia. It's like you find out all these secrets about how, yeah, they would beat someone up for being trans as well, and it's just like, this is disgusting. And I've actually encountered this on Reddit, where people are like, no, that reaction is totally justified, and it's like, no, it's not, because I am a person too. I am a human being too. Like, I want that to actually sink in for a second. I am a human. I am another person. What if someone did this to your sister? What if someone did this to your daughter? What if someone did this to your brother? What if someone did this to your mom? Would you be okay with it because, oh, well, yeah, they had it coming. Like, she had it coming. And if that's your mentality, then I seriously pity your family members. Because this is something that is disgusting. Like, this should not be happening. We should be in a day and age where people hold themselves responsible for the actions that they take. We should be in a day and age where people are held responsible for the actions that they take and not their emotional responses. Yes, an emotional response is a valid response, but the reality is that an emotional response is completely subjective. That is something that is inside your own head. And I'm actually ashamed of certain people now. Like, I am ashamed, utterly ashamed of other people. Oh my god. But, yeah, I will actually link you guys to this article down in the drop bar, and I'll talk to you guys later. Lots of love. Bye.